Mazrim is playing the vampire counts and Crusader is playing the Dark Elves Sargaru. Sure, just make you get split up during the battle and let her die. Yeah. Like, I don't understand. Like, it doesn't even make any tactical sense whatsoever. Like, in the first battle, yeah, they got the better of them because they had no idea that the other people were helping them in the woods. But then the second time, they were prepared for them. So it was like, why would they even do that same strategy again? And then she's like, my dad's dead, no! And then she walks, like, smacks someone in the head, and then some guy just, like, appears from nowhere and slashes her throat. Just like, GG. So here we go, guys. We are finally ready to properly begin this match. So it looks like Crusader is going to come up here with that cavalry straight away. Going to start putting down some shots onto what he can get his hands on. The Vargheist here moving away, making sure they're not going to become a target. The direwolves being sent though forward, but turning those Blood Knights away. They took quite a bit of damage off that initial volley because he did turn them away, but a bit of a waste of a Dragon Breath by Crusader there, though. Trying to deter the direwolves, but then putting a breath down on them seems a bit dodgy. But an Invocation of Nehek, just a normal one, gonna come down on those Blood Knights. Oh, gonna be a lovely Gaze of Malice there, as combined with those crossbows, gonna do a lot of damage and probably get them crit balls off the field relatively quickly. But as you can see, the doggos coming through, and Crusader's not gonna micro them away quick enough possibly here, and the Cold One Knights being brought in to try and help them and deal with these, but the Blood Knights are also here, so we'll see how that one goes. It's not the greatest matchup. The Terrorgeist is also looking at joining the fray here, and there is going to be a Word of Pain put down here, so less melee overcast, so melee defense and melee attack put down here on top of those Blood Knights, and look at them getting absolutely shredded here. That was a lovely Word of Pain. Look at that. Just the combination of crossbow and Cold One Knights here just being enough to really destroy all these units. The Vargheist as well. The Blood Knights are gone now, and the Terrorgeist is going to find itself in a really awkward spot. These Cold One Knights are going to start doing a lot of damage, as well as the Soul Stealer, and he's already crumbling. The Vargheists are down, and oh my god, that was such a misplay from the vampire counts there. The other Blood Knights getting in, but it might be a bit too late at this point. The Strigoi Ghoul King is not having a good day right now. A Word of Pain going to come in, push over some of those... and that's the Strigoi Ghoul King gone. Oh my days. Oh, for some reason the game paused. I think my game crashed. Oh no. It looks like that's a concede from the vampires there. And I don't really know what to say there. It's just a massive overcommitment to kill some Dark Riders, and now my screen's all black. I think it's gonna freeze because the pause and then the thing. But ouchies indeed. Just a major misplay there. It looks like I crashed, so it looks like I'm gonna crash. So let me just swap the overlay back. Oh wait, no, there we go. Let me unswap the overlay quickly so you guys can see what happens. The Cold One Knights is absolutely destroying everything there, and just misplay from Mazrim there, and very nice play. I think he actually rage quit, or crashed. Oh wait, he dropped. Okay, so he dropped. Damn, son, that was over quick. I don't think I've ever seen in the tournament setting. I don't think I've ever seen a decisive win before. That was pretty cray, guys. Yeah, I think that might have been a keyboard smashing rage quit, and then it dropped him. Mazrim. So we'll find him. Our chance of that is low. I can't find him. Moors. I can't find him. See if I got his name right. Don't know what happened there. Now, let's not speculate. Yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Ah, there he is. Sweet. He's back. better add him just to be safe, because there's a few people I still don't have added. That's why I can see him, his private. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Crusader is. It looks like Mazrim is going to pick Chaos here, and he's going to ban out the Vampire account. So we'll see what Crusader decides to do. Let me just quickly get the betting sorted there. So well done everyone that did bet on Crusader. Y'all won yourself some meme coins. So myself, because I tried to use it as an example, Turkey and Clay. Well done there, guys. Very nicely done. So let's change that. Properties 1. Let's get the music going. Right. Put the betting back on. And looks like Crusader here is going to pick the Wood Elves, so we're going to see Wood Elves versus Chaos. We see this matchup quite often, actually, and it's quite even, more so than a lot of people seem to think, so we'll see what they do. But if you want to bet on Chaos and Mazrim, option 0. If you want to bet on Crusader, option number 1. For all of you interested in the brackets and what's going on, exclamation mark brackets, and as you can see, right there. And if any of you guys are interested as well, we do have a tournament on tomorrow with the 17k gold for a change, just mixing it up a little bit, called Outdoor Proving Grounds. I can put a link for you here. So if you guys want to be involved, no skill cap whatsoever. You know, you can be as good or bad as you want. We take new and old players, so feel free to join that there. Yeah, if you want to check how many meme coins you have, exclamation mark meme, and it will show you how many hours and how many meme coins you own for the betting system. But Vegan, I don't think your bet went through, by the way, because I don't think you got 100. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. If you do want some more meme coins to play with, guys, if you hit that follow button, you get a free. I think it's what I set it to. It's either 150 or 200 meme coins for hitting that follow. Also, subbing and cheering also give you a few more meme coins to play with. There are a few rewards to use them for. After a certain amount, you can get your own custom sound for when you first come into the chat. And then if you get enough meme coins, you can actually buy a mod spot. I mean, if you get enough meme coins to be able to afford that mod spot, then you probably deserve to be a mod. Yeah, there we go, Vegan. That one went through. It's 20 stacks or 40 stacks. It's 20 at the moment, but I mean, I could increase it if you guys wanted to. That's not an issue. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to see if people can manage more than 20 units actually on the field. So what I'll do is I'll open it up for that, and then if people want to go over 20, they can. So on the red side here, guys, we do have the Wood Elves, brought to you by Crusader, and he has got. Oh, where'd they go? He has got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like 4 units of Wild Riders, a unit of the Sisters of the Thorn, 3 units of Eternal Guard Spearmen, 2 units of Hawk Riders, and then for his leadership, he does have a Spellsinger of Life on her horse, and she has brought Power Stone, Earthblood, and Life Bloom with Blessing of the Ancients. Then for our Lord, we do have the Glady. Oh no, sorry, the Glade Lord, not the Glady, the Glade Lord here. On top of the Forest Dragon with Foe Seeker, Banner of the Hunter King, and Call of the Woods. Don't usually see the banner very often. So yeah, and then for the blue side here, we do have Chaos, and they are brought to you by Mazrim, and he has brought us 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Marauder Horsemasters. We then have 1, 2, 3 units of Chaos Knights, 1, 2, 3 units of Chaos Marauders, a unit of Forsaken, and then a unit of Chaos Warriors with Halberds. And then for our Lord, we do have the one and only KFC, Sartorial, the Ever-Chosen, and I'm up high, bringing me. He has brought Final Transmutation, Plague of Rust, and he is of course Unbreakable. But I see the Wild Riders coming straight out of the pits there, and gonna hit that Marauder Horseman very quickly. The Horsemasters though gonna put some fire down, and as you can see, did quite a lot. The one of the biggest problems for the Wood Elves is their lack of armor, and they really start to feel it against units like the Horsemasters, which are fast skirmishing units. They really get punished hard by them. But as you see, the Dragon with the Hawk Riders here going to get involved onto those Chaos Marauders and then try and instantly pull out, just get a bit of cycle charge action going. As you can see though, Mazrim is having none of it. He's going to try and get in on what he can here and just continue to punish these skirmishing units. But quite a decent military force here from Mazrim, bringing quite a lot of cavalry, but also a fair amount of skirmishers and some decent infantry as well. So infantry that's more than capable of dealing with this Eternal Guard as well. But it looks like the Wild Riders were going to charge in them, but then decided against it. They do have a fairly decent charge, but they would get caught out rather heavily. And with no debuff spells, or no debuff abilities or spells for the Wood Elves in this matchup, they are going to suffer. And not having the Glade either means that it's going to be hard to punish those. It's going to be hard to punish any kind of cavalry that moves out of well, into the wrong place. But a Final Transmutation coming in on there, that's just a normal cast, and that did like almost half the unit's HP there. So very, very damaging indeed. What's up again, Jones? Good to see you, man. But as you can see here, the Marauder Horsemasters continuing to berate these this cavalry here. The Spearmen being sent forward here, but these Forsaken are going to try and do what they can. Looks like the Glade Lord here is going to charge in though and do quite a bit of damage to that Chaos Marauder. And the Wild Riders also coming in, trying to deal with this infantry as quickly as they can. But there is going to be an a Shield of Thorn, cast by the Sisters of the Thorn and Earthblood as well. So the Chaos Knights are going to come in here, but I can only imagine a Curse of Anra here is going to follow that charge. As you can see here, the Horsemasters are doing decent damage to those Hawk Riders, and Sartorial deciding it is now time for him to be involved with this fight. The Chaos Marauders on the left flank, they're getting charged by those Wild Riders, so very quickly falling down. There's the Curse of Anra here, going to make sure that the dragon gets out, and now the Sartorial is sectioned off here, and we see this problem a lot against the Wood Elves. Sartorial getting overconfident against the Forest Dragon, and then ended up paying for it. And that seems to be what's happening here. The Curse of Anra here is still in effect as well. These Chaos Knights on the flank are being dealt with rather heavily. And those Chaos Warrior Halberds are just sat there not doing anything with all these large units involved in this fight. And they're not using them. But the Wild Riders have done very nice work on these flanks from Crusader, taking out those Marauders that were trying to get around. But yeah, the Chaos Knights not doing so well right now. And it looks like most of them have routed off here. Two of them, yeah, both of the Chaos Knights here have run away, and the other one is not in great condition either. The Spearmen doing their job and holding back these Chaos Cavalries. That's a really weird. Look at that, just a perfect L shape. But it looks like they're caught on some kind of box around this oh. That breath was actually a waste because all the units around here, and for some reason they're getting caught there. But another engagement over here, and I don't think the Wood Elves are going to win this one actually. Actually no, they should win it in the end. They do have a lot of Wild Riders here, even with all the Spearmen to the side. But there's the second Shield of Thorns put down, going to be buffing them units up, and we're going to see that coming. I think people should just take Kolek, to be honest, against Wood Elves, as their Sartorial. I mean, as you can see, Final Transmutation just isn't really worth anything here. Neither is Plague of Rust, and Mazrim just making a big mistake there, picking it, in my opinion. But the Wild Riders are carving their way through. Sartorial is cut off as well, and is going to be damaged by the Glade Lord, who is not going to mess around at all. The infantry not able to stand up either to the combined might of the Spearmen and the Wild Riders, and most of the Chaos is en route now, and I can't imagine it will be far too long before the Balance of Power bar does the rest of the work for them, and leaves just Sartorial in this fight. But as you see, the Chaos Warriors not holding too great here, and the Marauder Horsemasters all but finished, and as you can see, Balance of Power bar falling to the Wood Elves, and only Sartorial is left now. And there's the Curse of Anra here, and the Earthblood as well. So this is all but done, and Mazrim is going to go out here, and Crusader is going to take the series 2 games to 0. Don't go yawning now. That's like my main thing, JJ. Everyone knows I'm a yawner. I figured out what the problem was. It was permission. Crusader is really good. Yeah, Tentacle Monster, he is really good, yeah. He is indeed. So let's have a look here. So just nothing coming out. Apart from that one unit there and Satoru, nothing got over 24 kills in the Chaos Army. They just got absolutely annihilated. The Wild Riders 80, 86, 73, 60. They were just, oh, Wild Riders are just so good. It hurts sometimes. But yeah, Crusader is going to go through to the semi-final of this tournament. Let's go around, see what is going on. 3 people putting the bets on Crusader again. Well done there, guys. Let's have a look. So Turkey, Vegan,